Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be showing off my Nintendo Switch collection. I wanted to just kind of run through them. It will take a very long time though. This will be a long video, so I will try to make it so that I can put it into parts as well, release it into parts. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'll see if I can figure it out, and then that way you have an option to watch one whole video if you just want background noise, or if you don't have time and you actually genuinely want to watch the video in full, I'll give it to you in parts. That way you can cut off if you need to and come back to it later. But let's start with Trails of Cold Steel 4. A lot of these are going to be unopened because I mainly wanted to collect them, but I wanted to play them as I go and open them as I'm getting ready to play them. So a lot of these I just haven't really had time for. There are a lot I have played, but there's also a lot that I haven't. But here's Cold Steel 3. I need to see if 2 and 1 are even available. I don't know if they are. But I know Trails. I know it's the Zero Trail. I want to say I have Zero Trail. But anyway, it's not here yet. So let's see if I do have it. Because I feel like I bought it. But here's Deathmark. This one looks pretty intense. It is open, but that's only because I bought it used at GameStop. So a lot of my games are going to be GameStop. Most of them I try to buy used just because they're cheaper, but I also like to look out for sales as well. So, Monster Sanctuary. Monsters. It's supposed to be like Pokemon, but at the same time a little different. So, and then there's Grandia, the HD collection. I did not play this one, but I did get it from Limited Run. This was at a time before I decided to leave my games open or closed, sealed. So unfortunately I opened a lot of my games beforehand. Limited Run does always include an alternate cover, but I do like this one better, even if it does look like he's standing on her boob. I don't know why they put the placement there. It's a little funky, but they should have just had them all side by side. It's still a pretty nice cover. Taking out him standing on her boob. But here's Fallen Legion Revenants. A Miss American game. Miss American. And Mashihime-sama. Ushihime-sama. I'm actually not a big fan of on-rail shooter games like this, but I do love the artwork. It's really beautiful. And I always say I don't like something, but then when I actually try it out after a long period of time from not doing it, then I end up finding myself enjoying it. So, you know, tastes change. So maybe one day if I ever play it, I'll actually enjoy it. But for now, here's Disguise 6. This is really interesting because I have Disguise 5 as well, but they don't have like, I think it was 2, 3, and maybe even 4, but like those 3, at least I know at least 2 of those aren't available for the Switch, which is kind of random. It's like, why are you gonna have 1, 5, 6, but not, you know, the other ones? But yeah, this is the Sky, the first one. As you can tell, it is used. This one's from GameStop. It was really super cheap, so I thought I'd get it, and then it was in the mail, so it was online when I bought it, so I didn't know it didn't have the cover, but it's okay. Let's see this one. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Of course, the usual adorable little poster. Inside, it's so cute. You got your little cartridge. I love the cartridge. Oh my goodness. That is very. That's okay. And Pikmin 3. I did actually play this one as well as Animal Crossing, so these are two games I've played already. So I'll put them in the pile. But I never actually ended up beating this one. Oddly enough, I kind of grew tired of it. I think if I play some games for too long, I think it will. And here's Pikmin. And then Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I love these games. They're so much fun. I did actually, I think I did end up, yeah, I ended up replaying this one. I really wish they had released 3 and 4. Days of Ruin was like one of my favorites. The story was really tragic. It was fun. Okay, The House in Fata Morgana. If you're gonna play this, this does have DLCs, so I really recommend playing through at least the very last DLC, just because these games are very depressing. And the fourth, or I think it was the fourth DLC, was definitely like a more happy ending for the characters. So I really recommend trying to, if you're going to play this, that you play all of them, or at least the first one and the last one, so that way you're not left with something so depressing. This one's Four Tales, a card-based narrative journey. This looks super cute. It was also on sale. It was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be new, but I think what happens is that when GameStop sends their games from online, they get some of them from the stores. And because the stores like to open the game, so that way when somebody steals the cartridge or the package, they just steal the package. They don't end up stealing the game too. So none of the games, if you ever walk into a GameStop, at least in my area, which is like Southern California, a lot of them are gonna just have cartridgeless opened games, even if they're supposed to be new, which I don't really like that very much. I'd really rather they just have like a display and then have the rest in the back. I don't really like this. Okay, Young Souls. I just love the artwork. Don't know much about the gameplay, but it was on, I think it was limited run. I like to buy a lot at once because you pay for one price in shipping. So I generally try to find games that look fun to me. Crystar. I have not played this one either. Oh, this is for Disgaea 6. Available now. Visit the Nintendo eShop. Disgaea 6. Available on Nintendo eShop. Okay, so they're just advertising the game. They're just advertising another game. Here's the background. Got some butterflies around here. I can see one butterfly, two, three. and then cry, star, and then this one's Chronos Before the Ashes. I haven't played this one either. This one was used from GameStop. There's nothing else. But, I don't know, I like the concept. It's an atmospheric RPG that chronicles a hero's lifelong quest to save their homeland from great evil. So it's one of those grow as you die characters. And then here's Persona 5 Royal Edition. This one's unopened, but unfortunately I did kind of get it scuffed up a little bit. I hate opening the plastic on these when these are sleeves like this because it ends up ruining the box, and I love the boxes. I didn't know this was a steel book. But it's a nice steel book, especially with Persona. And then Collection of Mana. It's a good game. Bet. I haven't played it, but I don't know if it's a good game. I just said that. I don't know. It looks like it would be, though. I think this was from Super Nintendo? Or was it from Nintendo? Some of these look like they were from Nintendo, and then some of them look like they're from Super Nintendo. Like it continued. Regions of Ruin. This looked pretty fun, pretty interesting. It's Regions of Ruin is a 2D pixel side-scrolling RPG with town building, where you explore, fight, and build into an open world that progressively challenges you and your settlement and threatens the extinction of the dwarven race. That looked pretty interesting to me. I hate the cover though. I don't know why. I think it's just the background. I feel like there's something to it that just needs more, you know? This one is Beyond a Steel Sky. The funny thing is that this one is the steel book, but as you'll notice, there's no cartridge in here. I bought this used from of course GameStop, but I have the box or I have the cartridge in an actual box, but it doesn't have the cover for this. So it's a little lame, I guess you could say. Now here's a game I played that I absolutely loved, called Hyperlight Drifter. This game was incredibly fun to play. I was really glad when I got the special edition because it was the only option available. I hadn't played the game before then, but I saw previews of it online and it looked really good. Or like playthroughs and stuff and reviews. It's a beautiful game. It's really unique too, I think. But yeah. There's the special edition cover. Really nice, but it doesn't have the white panel like it does here. So I just don't like to use it. But it is really nice. What's great about this is that it also comes with a little lenticular card. Now it's supposed to help you figure out like all the writing. So it translates all of the writing from the game into English letters. I don't know what they do for different, if they do change it for different languages or if they just never offered this. I'm not really sure. I think it just depends on the translators. So I can't guarantee it's like that for everyone, but at least for English it is. But it's a booklet. And then I have so this came with a keychain. This is the little floating device that follows you throughout the game. And then comes with the photo or the soundtrack. And I actually took some time to figure out what this meant. It's just a original soundtrack. But it was a fun, like 10 minutes. This is the poster. Pretty neat. Unfortunately, it does have all the lines. The paint is coming apart from the folding, but in places. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. I love it. It's a really well done game. Found it really enjoyable. Very difficult. And I believe it's still available. Got it perfectly in there. This one, the box seems to be okay, but right here it seems to be kind of the paint is like coming off of it. But here's Adler Sophie. I was planning on collecting these as well, but I don't think I want to anymore. I do want to play this one, Triangle Strategy. I love Square Enix. I love a lot of their games. This one seems like it's going to be a good one. And then I'm currently playing this one, though I'm not entirely in love with it. It's Dinofield Chronicles. It's just kind of boring, honestly. But there's some pretty interesting characters in here. There's one particularly interesting character, and it's her, Waltequin. She's a very fascinating character. Disco Elysium. This game looks pretty fun, so get dressed, Detective, the city awaits. It looks like it's going to be fun. I've never played a game in this style before, so I'm interested to see how it actually turns out. This game was cheap, so I figured I'd play it someday. They're closed. I think it was a deal on GameStop, so I figured I'd eventually try it for like 15 bucks. I was like, sometimes the best games are usually cheap too. So. Let's see, Unravel 2. Obviously, I got it from Best Buy. So I just thought it was cute, like the little creatures. This game looks fun, Shadow of Adam, but like Region of Ruin, the background's definitely not the best. I feel like maybe they could have done something different. Maybe have this one in the back. You can see. This camera. Sorry, the focus on it is terrible, but there's a castle here and there's like lava. It's like a stone altar. Now, I recently got this one, as you can tell by the sticker, from GameStop, pre-used. So, it looks good, but I do want to buy the first one before I play this one because I'm one of those people. Looks like you might not absolutely need to Yeah, it looks like you don't absolutely need to play the first one to understand what's going on in this one. I think it's just one of those where it's like an analog series. Now, I got 2 games from Special Reserve Games. It's called The Limb, as well as Death's Door. I just thought these were really cute. I wanted to get the art book for this for Death's Door because of how cute it looks, but then I'm like, I don't really want to pay $40 just to look at something like once or twice. I'm trying not to spend my money frivolously anymore, but sometimes I do. But yeah, it's called The Limb. Here's the menu. And then, I should also mention that these have like embossing on them. This one says Death's Door on there. It says Death's Door here as well as here, which is interesting because they have it spread out here and then in like a regular plain font, a basic font. Well, yeah, that way. And then this one's like the official one, Death's Door. And then Special Reserves Games, or Sergeant is also the name of the dog that I think is the company owner's dog. And then here's All Wolves Special Edition. So because I had bought Hypervolt Drifter and loved it so much, I had bought it because the standard edition wasn't available. Same thing happened to All Wolves Awakening. I really was like, oh my gosh, I really should buy this game just in case I loved it as much as Hyperlight Drifter, but the only one that was available was the Special Collector's Edition, which unfortunately not really too fond of, and it was kind of expensive, so I probably should have bought it, but I did. That being said, I don't hate myself for doing it. I'm not self-blaming myself on this one, but now I know. When in doubt, don't just buy it. Look around to see if you can find it in more places, because this game was then available at Play Asia, which is another site that I like to buy my games from. Well, I would like to buy games from going forward, because they offer you almost every game possible. That being said, this one comes with a keychain, an acrylic diorama. I think that one's a bookmark. No, that one's the keychain. That one's a USB plug-in. This one's a USB. Or this one's the keychain, and this little green-haired person is the USB plug-in, and it comes with stickers. It's a cute box. I do love the artwork. I really don't want anything that comes inside of it though, except maybe the stickers, but even then, I'm not a huge sticker fanatic, but I will say I do love the cover of the game. I don't think you get that one specifically from anything else. So this is not a total bust. It is though, but we're gonna pretend like it's not okay. So I was trying to collect these for a while, but there's so many of them now. It's the volume collections from NIS. These were, I thought these were labeled, yeah, volume 1, volume 2, come with 2 different sets of games. This one comes with Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle, and then Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. So, yeah, look pretty good. And then this one comes with Makai Kingdom, Reclaimed and Rebound, and ZHP, Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. Dark Death Evil Man. I guess if you want to know how somebody is, they can just name themselves Dark Death Evil Man. Or just assume he's like one of those edgelords. I have yet to play these things, so they're gonna go in the unplayed pocket. Okay. This one is another GameStop, as you can tell by the lack of color and by the lack of cover. It is Everspace Stellar Edition. Once again, super cheap. I like to buy these because it's online, so I didn't see them without the covers. But like, it was a buy two get one free deal, so I like to get those from time to time when I have the chance. I haven't played this game, by the way, so it goes in the unplayed pile. Along with another game, Tales of Vesperia. Tales of Vesperia. I'm a little nervous because it is scratched up a bit. So, I have done that before where I bought games from them. People make fun of them and say they're unreliable, but it's kind of, you're taking a risk from everywhere. So, unless you know for sure the game's new, like from Target or Best Buy. But generally, when you buy used games anywhere, you run the risk of them not working at some point. Because they only test like an hour or two of the game, if even that much. But Tokyo Dark Remembrance. Once again, I bought this from Limited Run. I think. Was it from Limited Run? Yeah. Yeah. Because I bought it with another game. But here's Enling. Extinction is Forever. Extinction is Forever. Now, I don't know about you, but I've noticed that there are a lot of Fox games, Fox-centered games on the Switch. I don't remember thinking, I don't remember any of those. I don't remember those. But they're there. Dark Complete Edition. Yeah, I think this one came around the same time as Tokyo Remembrance. But yeah, Complete Edition contains DLCs. So, looks pretty interesting. I love Dark Macabre games. Macabre, actually. I think Macabre is what I'm looking for. Chris Tales. I love the artwork. That's what sold me on the game. The artwork, and then it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting for the gameplay, so I thought I would check it out eventually. Cthulhu Saves Christmas. Yes, I genuinely thought this was going to be a fun, silly game to play. And I love cosmic horror, so I'm a big Cthulhu fan, though I have not ever read The Call of Cthulhu, so I need to get on reading like the bigger Lovecraft books because I've only read The Tomb, The Festival, and then there was one other random one that I read, and I didn't care for any of them because I read them back to back and they're all structured exactly the same. I'm just like, it's not that great. But I will say The Tomb is a little bit more descriptive. But this one's might be. Oh, here's my boy. game, Chasm, limited run games. Yeah, I know. I know. Sorry, my cat wanted some food. So, Dark Devotion. Once again, I did open it, but I didn't play it. This was at the time before I decided not to open the games I didn't play yet. But, yeah, here's the alternate. It comes with the book because it is from Limited Run. And Limited Run, I don't know if it does it anymore because I stopped buying from them because they used to sell the foil cards with them. And I'll show you those as well. But yeah, I ended up buying that one instead of Blasphemy because they both seem like they're exactly the same type of game, but one's just a female protagonist and the other one's a male. But I decided that I was going to get that one instead. I'm glad that I did because Blasphemy was re-released just to buy. I don't know if it came with a card or not because some of the games at that time they didn't come with games or didn't come with foil cards because they weren't specifically from Limited Run, because Limited Run just sells a bunch of different games. Not really sure how they worked that out, but some of the games they sold foil cards for, but they would always come with manuals as well. Unfortunately, they don't sell the foil cards anymore, but I can't attest to whether or not they actually sell the manuals inside. I'm gonna say they probably do though. Another game, Moonlight. Unfortunately, I did ruin the cover. I think I had accidentally spilled some cleaner on it, and it got through the plastic. But I ended up buying this like this from GameStop, so it has everything inside of it, which is a rarity for used games. So I got really lucky, and then I got really stupid, and I ruined the cover. So, but you know, that's okay. It's okay. Moon, light, Moonlighter. And then we have Blue Fire, which is A Dark World Awaits. Looks kind of cute. Looks kind of interesting. I'm not really sure how to take it because it does kind of give me like that movie 9 sort of energy. Give you that energy. But here's another one. Hellpoint. This one was just really cheap, and apparently when I looked up the reviews, I think I remember people comparing it to Bloodborne, and I love Bloodborne, so I never beat Bloodborne, so let me say that, but it was a really fun game. Astria Ascending. Astria Ascending. Some characters on top. I really thought it was going to be from Square Enix because they love to do that little extra bit of artwork on there. Other Side. Loki's Entertainment. You will fight, you will fail, you will rise again. Wouldn't that be neat though? If you could do that in real life. Just die and come back. I feel like after a while I'd get kind of exhausting though. But yeah, Other Side. Other Side. And then it's got the Eclipse. And then this game was really good. It's 13 Sentinels, I guess, Rim. 13 Sentinels, I guess, right? Oh, you want to go outside again? Oliver wants to go outside again. But real quick, this is the inside. It does have a design. It has like, sorry, I don't think you can see it. You kind of see the squares and the X's, but yeah, sorry, let me let him out. He wants to go out. Oliver, you don't want to stay with me? No? Come here, my baby. Come here, my baby. No? You want to share with me? You want to share? Okay. 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 Now back to, I guess, our 13 Sentinels. This game was really fun. It wasn't too short, but it wasn't too long either. I like Atlas games though. I feel like they're pretty competent at game making. But I also really loved the Persona 3 game. So I wanted to play the 4th one, but it wasn't releasing for the PS2 at the time. At least it didn't release for the PS2 at the time. I tried to keep an eye out for it and I couldn't find it at all. And then I ended up giving it up and then getting an Xbox 360, which was honestly a pretty underrated system. There were a lot of great games for that one that I played. I think it was like the Dead Space trilogy was really good. The Orange Box with the Half-Life 2. Though honestly, I wish Half-Life 2 would have also included Half-Life 1. I think that makes more sense. But that one was really fun. It came with, I think it came with 3 games. I think it was Half-Life 2. No, it might have just been Half-Life 2 and Team Force. I think that was it. And then I got Portal and Portal 2 for it. It was really fun. I really love those games. So I did my PlayStation or my Xbox 360. I wish I kept all my games from all my consoles, and I wish I kept all my consoles. But I mean, who's gonna have time to collect them all? And they're all just gonna sit on a shelf and collect dust anyway. But I'm trying to learn my lesson and do it anyway with the Switch, which is why I have so many games for it, and why I just keep collecting more and more games. I haven't bought any games in a while. I did buy 2 games recently, no, 3 games recently in the past couple months, but that's been about it, and they were all pretty reasonable priced. So, and one of them I have kind of played a little bit before, but I'll get to that when I get to that. But this game I really loved, Undertale. I didn't get the hype at first. I was like, I don't really get it. And then, 10 years later, I finally play it and I get it. I'm like, okay, characters are adorable in this. Even if they all are oddly designed, their personalities are adorable. I mean, his characters will go back. And this guy right here, you wouldn't think you'd like this guy. He was still kind of dead, though. He was still dead. But it's Undertale. And then there's like the city. I wonder. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be the end novel. Yeah, that was the end novel. But yeah, it was great. Fan Gamer. I love going to Fan Gamer website. It's so good. I hope to one day buy the Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm really hoping Hollow Knight Silk Song will be released in a special edition as well. because I do have those two games, but I have them digitally and I played them both, and they're both incredibly fun. I love them both, and I totally get why people love Hollow Knight. But yeah, this game took me a while to figure out. Hollow Knight, played it pretty quickly after. I think it was like I want to say it was like 4 years ago that I played it, and it came out in 2017. But yeah, it was a pretty big game when it came out. But yeah, look at how cute that is. It comes with a little children's book. You can read it to your child. Okay. I don't want to open this all the way because I'm afraid it's gonna rip. Yeah, it does look like it's gonna rip, so unfortunately I'm not gonna open this because I've already ruined one book by just simply opening it too wide. But that will be for another video. But I'll talk about that at the end of this video real quick. But we can look at that book another time. But yeah, Fangamer. Highly recommend going to that website if you love games. This game does not get talked about nearly enough, at least in the world of strategy games. The Banner Saga trilogy. I absolutely loved these games. It was a grid-based battle system. The artwork is fantastic. This game just looks stunning. The characters that you see, this is how they're drawn in the game. This is exactly how they look. Now, a lot of it is mostly like the pictures of the characters, and they're not really like animated through most of them. Most of the time, there are some cutscenes here and there that do have some animation, but very, very small amounts, which I can totally understand because this probably took forever to do as is. But yeah, this is definitely high up there for me. I love grid-based battle system games, and this is one of them. Sort of like an interactive chess mixed with the game Oregon Trails or Oregon Trails. I don't know how to make it not sound like organ, my organs, like my lungs, but it's the state Oregon. I'm gonna say it like that because that's really the only way I can say it. Oregon Trails. But it's like you make these decisions throughout the game, and they will affect how you play the game. And they affect the outcome, or they come into effect later on within the game. So if you make a certain decision, a character will die, or you'll lose resources, or you'll gain resources. You choose one path, and then something happens. So the game itself is very varied, maybe. I don't know exactly how many offshoots there are because it all ends up leading to the same places, which is fine with me. But I love that game. I really enjoyed A Cave Story. This game was really fun. I'm a little sad that when I bought it, this is what it came in, because of course it did. And it's funny because a couple weeks later after that, I found another one that had the cover on it. But you know what, that's okay. I would like to go through a company and get these printed out to make them look nice, because I don't want to print it from my house because my printer is just regular paper and I don't know what kind of paper that is, because it's thinner, it's glossier, and it's just more there's more fluidity in its movement, where paper is a little bit more, it's a little stiffer, if that makes sense. Yeah, Cave Story. So yeah, if you buy from GameStop online, be prepared to be getting these, because these always go like this. This game was really fun. Octopath Traveler, and yes, it's another one, unfortunately, but it is different. the only one that's unique amongst the rest of them. I think they all look like this one. But, yeah. Octopath Traveler. Just basic black with a white print. Beautiful game. I loved it. I loved playing through the secret boss because I did, and I'm gonna brag about it. But I'm also going to mention the fact that I kind of cheated and I looked it up on YouTube on how to beat him. So yeah, I did kind of cheat. I shouldn't admit that, but you can call me a cheater. It's fine. I did cheat. I deserve to be called out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I am a huge Zelda fan. I was a little disappointed in this one. I love Groose, so I get a lot of people saying Groose is an excellent character. The characters in here do have a pretty big personalities compared to other entries, especially the 3D entries. But I didn't like the idea of the 3 or 4 worlds. Like, you just kept going back to the same places. It just wasn't very good. I have not played this yet. I don't even know if I want to play these anymore. But it's Shin Megami Tensei 3 and Shin Megami Tensei 5. Like, I still need to look for the first 2, and number 4. I like that you don't, at least it looks like you don't have to, it looks like it's sort of similar to Persona, where it's just like its own separate story each time, so that's cool. I don't know how I feel about this one, but I also haven't played it yet, so there is that. This game, I only played the sequel. Never, ever, ever play a Final Fantasy sequel without playing the original game first, because I had no clue what was going on throughout the entire game. All I knew is that you got to change outfits, and you got to see those outfits in gameplay, which I thought was kind of cool. But that's Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X sequel. I had heard so many people praise this game, probably almost as much as 7, I think. I think this one is probably, like, a lot of people I think go back and forth between this one and 7. So I hear a lot of great things about this. Oddly enough, I have not played these 2. I played 9 and I played 12. And I tried to play the original games on the emulator, but I didn't save them. So unfortunately, I never got to actually beat them or play through a good chunk of them because, like, I played 2 hours at a time, right? And I go back to it, and there would be nothing in there. So I think the emulator that is on my computer just wasn't the best emulator there was. But needless to say, I would like to eventually play those games, and I will eventually play this one. Because it does look good. But I know that's Yuna and Titus. That's how huge they are. I know pretty much all the characters of Final Fantasy VII, even though I've never actually played it. I did watch Advent Children, so I did kind of have some experience with the world. But I had played, this was actually the first Final Fantasy game I played completely in full, Final Fantasy XII. I love this game. I found out years later that people crapped on this game because they did not like it. I loved it. I thought it was a fun system. I thought the game was fun. I loved all the characters. I like, what's his name? Vathier and Fran. Fran's like my favorite character, but I also love her voice. So that helps. I'm very much into voices, so I love her voice. She has a very soft way of speaking. I had not played Zodiac Age though. I only played the original. But yeah. Look at that cover. Oh, beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? That's so beautiful, right? I'll take it. So that way you can experience its full beauty. Okay, well, maybe as fully beautiful as my phone will get it. Because my phone is not, it's unfortunately not the best. It's definitely a lot more vibrant. Well, the strip is very vibrant in person as well. But yeah, Lady Ash. They don't have, see, I don't remember his name. It starts with a G. But he's like her guard. He's one of the other characters here, so I don't know why he's missing. But I do know Van and Penelope. And then there's Bathier and Fran. I don't know. There is a Sid here, but I think he doesn't really. I think he's more of like a really small side character. I'm gonna count this as a game I've played, even though it's not technically one I've played before. Since I know the overall story, even though I don't remember most of the story. I remember Lady Ash being thought to have been dead. And I remember Fran's story. Like all of her people wear lingerie. Just like, okay, somebody at Final Fantasy has, someone at Square Enix has a bit of a fetish, but not judging. Just gonna laugh a little bit. But considering she's my favorite character, they knew what they were doing, I guess. But this game, Persona 3 Portable, I remember playing this on the PlayStation 2. I didn't have a PlayStation Portable, nor would I ever want one. So I never played the portable version. I heard it was very good, but I don't know. But I loved the original. I did finally get Persona 4 Golden. Very excited to get my hands on this one. I've been wanting to play this forever. Wait, should I count? You know what? I'm gonna count this. But yeah, I got these both from Limited Run. So, as you can tell by the giant Limited Run. Unfortunately, I think this was after the cards. So, yeah, I didn't get the foil cards for these. I would have killed for foil card these. Like, have one of Aegis and the main protagonist. Or, you know, this one you could do a main character whose name I don't remember. And then this guy right here, Teddy. It's pretty fun. And then Ys Origin. I do have all the Ys games. Well, not all of them. I have a couple. I think I have like 2 or 3. So I don't even have nearly enough. But I want to get them all. This one's the best action RPG of all time. I really should look that up. 3 modes: story, time attack, arena mode. Several exciting environments, 3 playable characters, each with unique skill sets and powers, numerous artifacts and powerful relics to use, breathtaking art direction. And then here's Ys. And then Monstrium Nox, Volume 9. Pack edition. And then, oh, I do have to take this out and show you. This is pretty. It's not as pretty as some of the others, but it is really nice. Look at that. Tell me that's not nice. Tell me that's not good art. Someone will tell me, I'm sure. But I love it. Come on. Let me get in there. Okay. And there's the beautiful cartridge that unfortunately my phone will not focus on. I'm sorry. That sucks. This looks really good though. I wonder if you can play each game individually. Kind of want to play that. But Tiny Metal. This one's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I do love the fact that you get a dog though. Oh, is he Caesar? I might be wrong. Yeah, Caesar. He's so cute. But yeah, you get both games in this one. Because it's limited run, you automatically get the book. And then, the alternate cover. I don't know if you can see that. I love it when they don't have that strip in the middle. That's fine. Because some of them do have that spine in the middle and it ruins a perfectly good picture. At least I think it does. I feel like I've seen one of them do that before. Oh, Square Enix. This one's free from Sweden. Gotta leave that warning in there. I find it funny that they still feel the need to warn people. I know warning kids of like epilepsy was a huge thing in the 90s, but I feel like it's kind of common knowledge now. I mean, I would say pretty much be careful if you're epileptic, you know, consuming any type of media. Then again, I don't know. I never had epilepsy, so all I know is flashing lights trigger it, so I don't know if that's the only thing that could trigger it. But if it is, I suppose warning people ahead of time is always a smart thing. But anyway, this is the Mario 3D All-Stars. I was really disappointed that this did not have Mario Galaxy 2. I had heard Mario Galaxy was fun, but Mario Galaxy 2 was better. And the fact that it wasn't even on here, it's just really disappointing. Because I'm like, 3D All-Stars, yet you don't include the one game people are saying is best. Or at least slightly better than the other one. But, I don't know. Nintendo's Nintendo, I guess. But I absolutely love Mario Sunshine. Delphine is still one of my favorite places to visit from time to time in video games, just because of how calming it is. There was something about GameCube that its graphics were just so beautiful. And then Lord knows I played Mario 64 probably like 2 or 3 different times because they have so many iterations of it. I just thought, oh, I guess I do gotta play 3D stars. And just start. I'm gonna count it. It's one that I played because I already played 2 out of the 3. That doesn't entirely count, but we're gonna pretend like it does anyway. I did play this game. I loved it. Transistor. It's super short though, so if you play it, you should finish it in the afternoon. But it being a limited run, I of course got the booklet. And of course there's red. The funny thing is that when I first started to play it, I was entirely fond of it, but then I started doing the little challenges, and those made it really fun. Those really helped let me explore the game more. I had a lot more fun with it, but the base game itself is not that long. It's a very short game. Very nice game though. And here, I'll show you the characters. Okay. So subject not found is the one that I'm predicting is her lover, because Red did end up falling in love with somebody who ended up inside the transistors. So that's his voice throughout the game. Let me see. Sorry, just gonna make sure that you can see all of this. And these are all the characters that sort of get absorbed in the transistor. Most of them. Because Red is a character that does not. Sorry, covering most of what you stuff, aren't I? And this phone is just, I am so sorry. This phone is just not. No. I don't know if you, oh my gosh, you can't even see them. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get to enjoy this. I don't know if you can see them from far away. I should try to fix the camera and see if I can get it to work. But yeah, the designs are really cool. Designs of the characters and the bad guys and the enemies and all that jazz. Let's see. Yeah, it's a very beautiful game. It's probably one of my favorite designed games. It's not my favorite game of the Switch. I refuse to say anything is like the definitive game of the Switch because there's so many games and because you can play so many games from past systems. Because you're re-releasing games, like this one was from the previous generation. Most of these, so it's one of those things. But a lot of the games that I have, I really love. I didn't love this game, but I did enjoy it. It's Astral Chain. Unfortunately, it did feel like it kind of ended on a cliffhanger, and we will probably not be seeing another one. So, unfortunately not, but I thought this game was really fun to play for the most part. It was a little confusing because you do play both joysticks. Oh my goodness. Sorry. After I talk for so long, I started sleepy. But it does become a little more complicated to learn because you have to do both to control the Legion. But you get used to it after a while. I should replay it though. This is like one of the first games I played on the Switch, and it was fun. I liked it. But it's been a while. I do love this game. Oh boy. I do feel like the story is a little underdeveloped though, but the character is adorable. I think that's why my brother bought it for me, because he saw Owl Boy and was like, she's gonna love this because it's an animal character. And honestly, my brother does kind of know me pretty well because I loved it. Wouldn't highly recommend it for a lot of people just because, one, it's really short, two, I don't remember if it was easy or not. I don't think it was difficult, but I don't think it was easy either. I think it was like a nice in between, but it does feel very short. Another mana game. So the collection of mana. I also have Trials of Mana, and I have Legend of Mana. So let's see if I can. Oh. I gotta get it. I gotta grab it. Oh, I hate it when things fall. Tape and you have to grab them. I think Collection of Mana was first, Trials of Mana, and then Legend of Mana. I don't know which one is which, so I'm just gonna pretend like this is it, because this feels right. But, yeah. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So I have these 3 games here. They were going to fall, so I'm going to show you all of them. So I have all 3 Crisis games. Crisis 2. Oh, yay, I did grab them. I really didn't think I grabbed them in order. So I'm glad to see it. But yeah, Crisis. I won't be opening the other 2, even though they have bonus bar cards in them, but not until I play them. So we won't see the art cards, but we will see the art card for this one. So I'll show you that one. Looks really neat. I like how it says Crisis on there, but then it says Cryotech down there. And I thought Cryotech was maybe part of the game, but like inside, like an inside game thing, but it's the developer. But yeah, that's the art card for that one. And then, oh no, these games are awful. Sorry, I'm trying not to make a lot of noise, but I seem to be failing. So much fun. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, as you can probably see, I got one game outside of the box, and that was because this one was, this one had something on the paper, so I took it out, and I washed the container, and I just left the game in there. I was thinking about reprinting it, but maybe someday, maybe not. I don't know. I say I'm gonna do stuff, and then I never do, so we'll figure it out later. That's another day's problem. I've played Bravely Default 2. Unfortunately, I did have the Nintendo DS, but I didn't ever get Bravely Default, so I'm a little annoyed with myself because there's a sequel. Though I'm pretty sure isn't the sequel. It'd be nice if they would re-release Bravely Default, the original. It's okay if they don't, I guess. I mean, I'd probably buy it, but it'd take a while. Take a while before I do. And this one, but I'll save this one off to the side until I can get the game. Because it's around here somewhere. It's in one of those piles. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's in this one. So, I Bladed Fear. Bonus digital OST included. Got this from GameStop. I think I saw it on sale, so I was like, oh, I better get it now. I think it was really cheap too, like $20. Might have been 15. But anyway, Metro Redo. I have not played this yet. Once again, I bought this relatively early in my Switch's lifespan, so that was when I was opening them, but I have not played them yet. I'm glad to see though there's no digital codes because I hate getting a digital code for another game. I'd rather they all just be on the game itself, on the cartridge. So I don't know how good this will hold them all. So the Switch doesn't have a lot of power to it, but no until I play. Blood Rain Betrayal Fresh Bites. Back with Paint. Never played Blood Rain, but I like this style, so that I've tried. And then Wild at Heart. This looked really cute. I don't know. This just looks so adorable. I had to get it, but it was on pre-order at Target, and there's only like 4 copies to pre-order, so I ordered one. Dragon Star Vernier Idea Factory. This looks pretty interesting. And this one looks really good. It's Fatal 12. I'm glad I didn't get the special edition, but I kind of wanted it. But it looks really good. It's really interesting. Oh, I didn't realize it, but some people are grabbing onto her. One's touching her face and one's trying to grab her wrist. This game, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I like this game. I'm not a big Castlevania fan, which is, yeah, Castlevania. I'm not a big Castlevania fan because I've never played them. But I was curious about this one because Spear Hunter was talking about it. I don't know if you watch her channel. She was talking about it, how Koji Igarashi did a really good job at giving the Kickstarter backers everything he promised. So I was like, you know what, I'll support it. So I saw it at GameStop. No, Best Buy. I saw it at Best Buy and decided to get it. This is gonna knock over. I can tell. So, I do like this game though. It's a good game. We'll go right next to it. Tactics Ogre Reborn. This game just looks so interesting. I'm excited to play it. I don't have Final Fantasy Tactics, but I want to play that one as well. Though I do have Nier Automata, the End of Your Ha edition. I hope this is gonna run well because I really don't see the Switch being able to handle this. Because it was not. It was kind of chugging towards the end of Silk Song, so I'm really hoping this one would be okay. Looks like a beautiful game though. I wonder if it's the same person who designed them both. There's something about the way that they're dressed. It just feels so much. Oh no, I guess not. This one's more reserved. They're just both in black. Okay, so I did play this game, Doki Doki Literature Plus, and I did like it. That was pretty interesting. I like how meta it gets. It's really interesting. But I'll show you all the little goodies it gives. Right here. This one is the download code, shaped like a disk, hard drive. A disk. I forgot what these were called. And this one's Metaverse. Business card, which kind of gives you a bit of an idea of the game itself. And then you have a literature club member card, which I have not filled out, and I don't know if I ever will. And then get this one with little stickers. Cute little sticker pack. I don't know the name of the characters. It's been a while. It's been like 4 years. And I played this game pretty quickly. And you get the little cardboard, little stands and cutouts. And then you get this one. Get this poem. So the first one is control. The satisfaction of control, the direct cause and effect of pressing pen to paper, the pride in my achievements, the responsibility for my mistakes. I breathe the weight of it all. Problems are just things that need solving. The future is called anxiety. The past is called regret. The present can be shaped by my hands, by my words, by my actions. It controls me, anchors me to my handcrafted reality, imprisons me within my own artisanship. The captive pen makes meaningless stains, wet lines soaked up by the pulp of dead cells. That's why I must learn to relinquish it all. The weight, the responsibility, the pride, the control, the pen in my hand, and the one of my heart, so I can fly and chase yours, or learn to be happy watching you fly without me. And it's embossed with a gold flower. Beautiful. But yeah. I like how it spoils everything without spoiling anything at the same time. It's like you kind of feel like you know now, but then you don't. Oh, what's funny is she's actually on the side there, the main girl. She's hidden in the behind the cartridge, which is kind of funny too. It is a really good game. They did a nice job with it. Serenity Forge, the creators. It's like everything on here is symbolic. Digimon Survive. I haven't played this one yet. I'm just really surprised. Digimon really is kind of playing around with different things. It's nice to see them do something different because they were trying to be Pokemon at first when they first came out. But it's slightly different, and then now they're just doing their own thing. Little Nightmares too. Once again, I got this one at GameStop. I want to say I got this in store. I think I may have gotten this online. But I think what happens is, I think I told you this already, but I'm going to tell you again. But I think what happens is, because the stores have all their games open to avoid theft, when people order from online, if they don't have it at the warehouses, they have the stores send them one. So then they ship it to me like this. Personally, I hate this. I really wish that what they just do is just display the games. If they're used games, then obviously you don't have to open it because it's already open. But like the newer games, I feel like you could just have like maybe like a card outside, or like kind of like what Blockbuster used to do, and just have like little containers. You just bring it up and then purchase it, and in this case they just hand you a new one, like a newly unopened one. But I don't know why they choose to do that. Now this one, I love this game, Ori and the Blind Forest, and then Ori and the Will of the Wisps. These games were quite fun. I feel like they're just so beautiful. I love how like they still make everything colorful, but because they were smart, they made Ori glow, so Ori sticks out in the environment. Plus he's white, so he sticks out amongst everything, which was really smart of the designers to do, without compromising the beauty of the worlds that they created. It's a great game. I am 8-bit. They're the developers. I wonder if they're gonna make another one. I hope they're done though. Can move on to something different. Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of an Elusive Age S Definitive Edition. I don't know why I bought this. It was like, I have no other Dragon Quest games, so I just got kind of excited because I know these games can be quite expensive. So when I saw it at GameStop for like a cheap price, I think it was like $30. It's like, yes, I'll get it. That was when I was really like in my hardcore collection stage. Not like I am now, where I'm just kind of backing off. There's still a lot of games that I want to get, but at the same time, I'm like, little by little, don't get crazy like you did before. Not like before. But Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, Golden Country, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I have not played any of these, but unfortunately I did buy these ones like this. I didn't think I'd ever see them again, so I thought this was a good chance. Plus they were cheap. GameStop is relatively cheap on a lot of their games, if you know when to buy them. Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now, what's interesting about this one, I actually hope I didn't buy 2 copies, but this one's Torna the Golden Country. This looks an all-new prequel story. So I don't know what this actually is, if this is like 2.5, or if this is exactly like this one. But what's interesting here, this one I actually bought from Play Asia, and if you notice, there's like a Nintendo band all across it. I don't know if you can, yeah, there we go. You see it says Nintendo all around it. It doesn't show up there. This one's actually supposed to be a European one, which I think, because the age rating on there is numbers and its placement's a little different. No, it's placed exactly the same in the bottom left corner, but it goes by numbers. So the American system, it goes by letters. So this one's definitely, I don't know what that one's definitely all about. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look it up though, but because this one doesn't have a cover, I can't tell if it's exactly the same as this one. But either way, it's fine. So it's Xenoblade Chronicles. The beautiful picture on the inside. And there's the cartridge. Octopath Traveler 2, which I have not played yet, but I'm still going to play Octopath Traveler 1. I'm excited to play it though. It doesn't look like it's the same character, so it looks like it might be its own thing. Okay, I got Fire Emblem Engage. Heroes past and present engage. After 1,000 years of slumber, the divine dragon Alir has awakened to a world facing an ancient evil. Join Alir on a journey across Elios to rally its people and prepare for the coming conflict. So this must be like Fire Emblem Heroes. I haven't played it yet. I want to play this one too. It's Pathway. I guess I gotta stop saying that because I'm like, why would I buy these games if I never want to play them? Or, you know, not appreciate their art. Mushi Hime-sama comes to mind. And that's one of the few that do. This one's from a company called Chucklefish, which did another game that I did play and enjoyed. But we'll get to that one later. That being said, I love this company so far. Hopefully they're good. Hopefully this game is amazing. Pathway. It looks really good. And in Spirit Fair, this game looks super cute. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition. Another world with another destiny. Chrono Cross is an RPG that transcends time and space, unfolding across two interlinked parallel worlds. With over 40 party members to meet, people and dimensions will intertwine in this epic drama about the planet itself. The 3D models have been upgraded to HD, new illustrations have added, and all kinds of new features are now included. Additionally, the game that informed the bedrock of the story, Radical Dreamers, is included in this edition. I don't know why, but I thought this was Chrono Trigger. Looks pretty good. Harvestella, once again by Square Enix. Looks pretty good. Always loving the character designs, though hers is a little confusing because her hips look really wide for the rest of her body. Or is it a guy? I don't know. I haven't played the game, but the hips look a little unproportionate. That could just be me. Fairy Fencer F, Advent Dark Force. It says, will you receive the goddess or the vile god? Will you revive the goddess or the vile god? I wonder. Night in the Woods. This was right before they stopped doing the foil cards. I think this was the last game I bought from them. And then they were like, oh, no longer gonna sell foil cards with these. So this was the last one I received. But it's night in the woods. The little ferret, Finchie. Welcome to Possum Springs. I have not played this yet. Eastward. Love the artwork, so I thought I would check it out. Looks pretty cute. I love the gameplay. It looks really good. It's pretty interesting. Live Alive. Adventure Across the Ages. Square Enix. That one looks really good too. I haven't played this one, but Catherine Full Body. I love supporting Atlas when I can. They sort of remind me of like Capcom and all that. They're pretty chill. That's the vibe I get from them anyway. The games are always really reasonably priced, and as soon as they release a game, you don't have to wait very long before they're on sale. So I'm always happy to support them when I can. Ninja Gaiden. I saw this one at a random little video game store. We don't have a lot of those anymore, and I'm really sad because I love random little video stores. I don't mind GameStop, but I love just walking in and seeing like like all these different types of consoles from all these generations. But they had this one there, so I got it. Got some gook on it though. And then Mechanicus for Hammer. Fun fact, this was only $11 at Best Buy. Yes, I was working there at the time. So I saw somebody pick it up for only $11. Now, I did give somebody else a chance. Okay, I gave them a full day. That whole day, nobody bought it. So I was like, you know what? If it's here tomorrow, I'll get it. And it was there. So I went on my lunch and I bought it. Or did I buy it on my lunch or did I buy it? Yeah, I think I bought it on my lunch the next day. And before I left. But I'm usually a closer. At least I was when I worked there. I don't work there anymore. So you can't tell on me. I'm joking, of course. But As Divine Collection, there's 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all like lip bubbles. Which is a cool way of presenting it, but I don't think I entirely love it. If I'm completely honest. But let's see. There's As Divine Hearts, As Divine Hearts 2, As Divine Dios, As Divine Menace. It says reminiscent pieces from the As Divine series joined into one. The most adventurous and feline experience awaits in the original of As Divine. As Divine Hearts 2, with the world on the verge of being frozen in ice, hearts unite once more. As Divine Dios, how far would you go to protect the world of As Divine? And then As Divine Menace, travel the galaxy to bring the truth full circle. Very intense. And as I mentioned earlier with Dark Devotion, I did end up getting Blasphemous. I just got it from, I think I ended up getting this one from actually Best Buy. And then I got this one for only $15 at GameStop, Chicken Police. So I figured I would check it out just because $15 and it's so random looking. I mean, it says it's got some good reviews. But even if it didn't for $15, I'll try it. I might end up liking it. Let's see, this one's another limited run. It's not directly from them. I bought it from them. Yeah, because I didn't get a foil card from them. It's Vault Milestone 1. It's supposed to be cinematic novels. So it should be pretty interesting. I should play that soon. And then One Step from Eden. Now this one has similar gameplay. It looks like to Oliver's Calling. Oh my gosh, let me get it. Why am I still wearing my shoe? Come on now. But as I was saying, it's got a card-based system that seems very similar to that of... I'm sorry, there's a beeping noise going on. It sounds like somebody's backing up their car. Anywho, one step from Eden. I don't think it's coming from my trailer. No, because I don't have anything bad that would be. The only thing I have that beeps is my fire alarm up there. But make it to Eden. This is supposed to be similar to that of like the Man Battle Network. So I'm really excited for that. I'm sorry, I really hope that it's not too loud when you watch this. Because it's a little loud on my side, but not too loud. But anyway, children of Morta, embark on the adventure of an extraordinary family of heroes. This is one of those dungeon crawling type games. Now, this game I played, Tales of Iron. This game was really fun. Oh, Oliver. Sorry, I'll be right back. Hello again. But anyway, my next game is Tales of Iron, which I have played, and I found it to be quite fun. It was a little challenging. Had a couple of moments here and there where I was struggling, but it was a really good game. It kind of reminds me a mix of like Redwall and maybe like Lord of the Rings. Maybe not quite there. Maybe just Redwall. It's a book that I'm reading. Aegis Defenders. I played this one. I enjoyed this one. Very good game. This one is a limited run, but they also have a deal with selling their games at Best Buy. So at the time when they did have their foil cards, you wouldn't get a foil card if you bought it from Best Buy. You would only get it if you ordered through them. But you can still get the game from Best Buy. So I ended up buying this one. I had the chance to get an unlimited run, but I decided I really didn't want to. And then honestly, it's fine that I didn't because it's a little more pricey on there than it was at GameStop or at Best Buy. It's pretty cheap at Best Buy. I think it was $20. But yeah, it was a good game. Now this is the thing for Steelbook, or for the Steelbook, for Beyond the Steel Sky. Beyond the Steel Sky. But yeah, it comes with a sticker set. And these are the stickers. Come with it. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like that. And here. I believe this was supposed to be a graphic novel at one point that was turned into a game. That's my understanding. Now, Divinity Original Sin Definitive Edition. This is supposed to be a very long game, so it's very hard for me to try and play it. But I will eventually get to it. This is the alternate cover. Very nice, right? But I like this cover a little bit better. And then, see, the thing is, this is similar to like the Shadows of Adam, but there's something more dynamic about it, and I think that's what I love about it is because it looks like the characters are in action. And I think that's what I like about it more than the other Regions of Ruin and Shadows of Adam. Now, Trails from Zero. I do have this. I do. For a second there, I didn't think I did. I thought I only saw it at the store a couple times, but yeah, I got it from GameStop because the sticker. You can always tell when the sticker's on there. Axiom Verge and Axiom Verge 2. Life after life, real, virtual, dream, nightmare. It's a thin line. It's Axiom Verge. Haven't played it yet. It looks pretty intense. And then The Alliance Alive. I like the artwork. Looks kind of cute. Oh, you can kind of see that the artwork kind of matches the 3D models. That's the thing about beautiful artwork, is that it never really matches the 3D models, like in Direfield Chronicles. But here, because they're really rather simple, it looks like they did a pretty good job at making it as close as they could. And then Hades, which I have yet to play. Along with the booklet. Characters. Oh, and I love the cartridge. I think this is one of my favorite cartridges. Come on. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry it's not gonna focus, but it's got like 3 dead things on there. It looks really good. Looks like an interesting game. I mean, it's good enough to have a sequel, to which I do not have. Once again, I have an Atelier game. This one's Lady and Suella. Don't know if I even want to play these, honestly. I just kind of bought them because I thought they were cute, and the cover or the game was cheap. I love oil pastel paintings and like soft colors. I don't know. This one has some harsher, like deeper purples, but not too much. This one, Fatal Frame, made in Blackwater. I've been wanting to play a Fatal Frame game recently, the past couple of years now. But I am waiting to see if the rest will come out, because I do know there was another one that came out, I think, for the Switch. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Nintendo owns the rights to these games, so they should be able to re-release the first 2 if they want to. Okay, so Haven, once again, love the artwork, love the box, very dynamic. Everything looks pretty fun, looks engaging, so I really want to see that. Oh, I didn't realize they were in between the cover there. That's cute. But it's Haven, Haven, or the sun, however you want to look at it. And then Inkenfell. I just love the colors. Honestly, I'm not really sure if this is going to be a great game or not, but it does have a bit of an Undertale vibe to it. where it's gonna be like maybe a little quirky with fun dynamic levels, fun interesting little levels. This one, I bet this one's gonna be fun because I've played this before. Mega Man Battle Network. Now this one's the Legacy Collection. Re-explore the Battle Network. Now it looks like, okay, collect rare and powerful battle chips across 10 Battle Network games. So this has all 10 games in it. I had the first Mega Man Battle Network. My dad had bought it for me for my Game Boy Advance back in the day. There used to be these really cool little computer shops that had like refurbished computer parts. Well, the guy also refurbished video games and he had that one, so my dad bought it for me. Except unfortunately when I played it, I realized I couldn't save past a certain point where it would completely erase my game. So yeah, I probably could have just kept the game on, or maybe kept playing through and seeing how far it would let me save before. Maybe if I went a little further past, maybe the glitch would no longer be there after a certain point within the game, but either way, I'm glad I got the game because this was really fun. I love the look of it too. I don't know why, there's just something about it that just looks so much fun. I'm really excited to see that. And it kind of makes sense to have Mega Man in like a little network as opposed to being a real robot. Makes it feel less dystopian. Unicorn Overlord by Atlas. I mean, it's an Atlas game. It looks fun. Probably is fun. And the artwork is beautiful as always. Characters look very anime. Now, this game my brother got for me. I'm really excited to play it. It is Tunic. It's a very fun looking game. Look how cute it is even. He got me the special edition. But and it's like holographic. Oh, but it's dirty. Oh, I'm sorry, you're a mess because of me. Just realized the beeping stopped. That's cool. Sorry, my fingernails are a mess. I should have apologized sooner. I just wasn't. I tried to clean them. They just get dirty again. But yeah, my brother got this from Fangamer, I believe. It comes with the game. Super cute. And once again, he's a fox, which I found kind of to be hilarious. Yeah, look at that. So cute. And then the stickers. It's supposed to be similar to Legend of Zelda, and honestly, I'm getting those vibes. I love it. Oh, oops. I don't know. Anywho, there's the booklet. Make sure I do everything. Huggable box plush. Lost Legend t-shirt. I do like the Lost Legend t-shirt. Kinda want the merchandise, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want the plush. Never know what to do with plushes, but they look super cute. And then the instruction booklet, which is kind of interesting because they already had the other manual. But yeah, Basilisk cabinet. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to be very much like Zelda, the old Zelda games. So that makes me happy. I love the old Zelda games. I'm a big Zelda fan. There's just not really keen on Skyward Sword. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of Hyperlight Drifter. It'd be cool if Hyperlight Drifter went with Fangamer. Because Fangamer seems to know what to give as like a special edition. Because the special edition for Hollow Knight comes with stuff I would actually want for the most part. And it looks great. So, yeah. Oh, and here's the little cartridge. Okay, this might be my favorite cartridge. It's just the fox staring out into like a river of water. One with water. Oh, I don't think. Okay. I don't think that's supposed to be in there. I think that was outside, wasn't it? Or am I dreaming? I don't think. Maybe that was outside. Either way, it's a beautiful box. I love it. So yeah, you can do it. And then I got some other boxes. Yeah, some of these games, most of these games I've played, but the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, because it's Ace Attorney, I have to get it. I love Ace Attorney. I love the franchise. I swear I played the Miles Edgeworth Chronicles, but I don't remember very much. But anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter. I do have the first 3 on my Switch for the digital. I didn't realize they have the physicals, so that's why. But Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. This looks very pretty. I just love the artwork. Now, I've played. Oh, let me play this game. Another Digimon game. Digimon Story, Cyber Sleep. Figured I'd already bought the other ones, so might as well go all the way. Now, I'm going to show off this one, because this was actually a game I didn't really care for. The puzzles were incredibly easy, and it was just very quick. But once again, it's a box-centered story mostly. So, it's cute though. It was cute. It looked cute. But it kind of became predictable by the end. Like, you kind of understood everything wasn't really what you thought it would be. But yeah. So, yeah. I don't know if I should spoil it for you or not. Because it's a super quick game. I think it only took me like 5-6 hours at the most. And that's just because I'm not the smartest person in the world. But I do love the artwork. And the game itself looks pretty good. So discover yourself. It's probably one of the few games I'm not really fond of. I will say I did like Spirit of the North. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. Definitely was a little bit better than Rhyme, but it's a beautiful game. I loved it. There's a sadness to it because of course there is, but once again it is a fox-centered story, so I don't know. That's like the third one we've ran into. Fourth one, because there's Tunic, Spirit of the North, Rhyme, and Endling. Now this game was really fun. It's Bug Fable. This one was for a limited run, but they released it at Best Buy, and then Best Buy, like, I thought I was screwed out of it. Like, I could have bought, I think, the original copy of it on limited run, so I could have got the art card or the foil card, but I chose not to get it. I think that's what it was. I don't think I missed out on it, like I didn't notice. I think I just looked at it and was like, nah, it's fine. But then I played it, finally got it for my Switch when I went to Best Buy, and yeah, I was able to get a copy. This was a really fun game. I really enjoyed this one. Now, I did cheat and I did look because I did work there, so I did know we had some available. But once again, I didn't wait, but I didn't wait very long. It was a day. I generally give a day. Like, if one order in a day, I'm over it. So yeah, I got the last one. I think there was only like 4 or 5 copies. There were like 2 more copies left when I bought one. Jackalfish. This is the company, and this is the game that I ended up enjoying. I thought this was great. I didn't absolutely adore it, but I didn't absolutely hate it either. This is the one that had Caesar in it. Okay, Tiny Metal was just doing like a cameo appearance. I knew it. It's like, there's no way Caesar's in this one. What I don't understand is this one has the exact same cover, but slightly different on the side, and that's it. And then you have this one, which doesn't have the man. But I do like what comes inside. It's a little strategy book. And then wardrobe stickers. I love stickers, but I never know if I should use them or not. And I don't want to, but then I want to. So, I don't know. It's confusing. But yeah, it's the map. You start off here, and you kind of work your way around. And this ends up being like, I think these are the last levels. Or there's like one more over here, I think. I'm pretty sure it's there. But yeah, it's a great game. I didn't love it as much as Advance Wars. I love Advance Wars, but I do love it. Super Mario Odyssey. I don't know what it is about Mario games, but I never want to play them until I play them. Then I start playing them, and then I'm like, I love this game. And it happens to every single one of these Mario games. I don't know why. Yeah, just the lyrics to the Jumpman song. And there's the game. And then, of course, Mario the man himself. I kind of like this game, but I kind of don't. I did have a lot of fun with it, but some stuff was a little jarring, like with like real T-Rexes and stuff. Nothing as cartoonized as him, at least not all of them. Now, this game I had a lot of fun with. Return of the Obra Dinn. Apologies. But, I love logic puzzle based games. They're so much fun. And this game was really fun to play through. This was a limited run game. I did buy it from them. So there's all the characters. Most of the characters. Some of the characters. Not all of them. But like, I guess so. Let's see, there's supposed to be 30 crew members. So what happens is that the Obra Dinn is a ship. It comes back from a voyage with all the people missing. Now you're an insurance adjuster. You have to figure out how much their family members get because you have to figure out how they die. Now you have a little device on you that like creates an image of a moment when you run into something that seems off. So like if you see like a bloody shirt, click the button and then you get transported there. Transported to that moment. And it's a still picture that you can kind of walk into and you can kind of look and see what's going on. Like, oh, what happened here? What happened there? You know, that sort of thing. And you have to figure out who the people are based on what they're wearing, where they're located, you know, certain things will be inside their like you have numbered beds and like some stuff will be like in those numbered beds to give you a hint as to who they are. And then you can also kind of tell by their names because they try to go as accurate as possible here so that way you can figure it out. Oh no, there's 60 people. You just figure out what happens to all these people. It's very interesting. See how there's like only there's like 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Like they'll have their names and then their job descriptions and all that. And you can kind of guess who's who based on what they're doing, what they have in their hands, what they're wearing. It's a really fun game. Oh, that's lovely. I really enjoyed it. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Now this game I found a lot of fun too. It's Bad North. Wasn't too difficult. It was a fun game. Pretty easy. You can tell it's very similar. It's like all the boats are scattered around. And then you have the little plot of land. So it's pretty much here. Like here on a I don't know if you can see all the boats coming. But yeah. It's a really fun little strategy game. And of course you got your controller and all the little grades and your people. I want to say they have special abilities, but I think they just have different weapons, which is cool with me. Now this game, Fire Emblem Three Houses, the problem is that I played Battlefield Chronicles right after. That was a mistake. I've been trying to play that game for like 2 years now, and it's just not that engaging to me because it feels very much like Fire Emblem. Now, I was really hoping that this would be slightly different than what it ended up being. I thought it'd be similar to that of like Fire Emblem Heroes, where it's a little bit more simple. I apologize. I play it's a little more simple, but it has a lot of stats to it, and I like a game where I can like pretty much perfect every character in one game, but you would have to play multiple games in order to get even two characters to perfect scores, unless they're the only two characters I think that you focus on. Because I don't think I was ever able to really get any character to like 100% status, and that kind of frustrated me. And it doesn't really give you that many chances to try on the battlefield. It's all story based for the battles, so if you want to go into battle, I think you would have to, that's really the only way to get certain stats up, but you would have to wait until you play that game. But then, you know, you have to decide on characters right then and there, because you can't really, it doesn't give you room to really play around with the characters. So you really have to decide who you want to play with and who you want to have like the best stats. The game itself, though, pretty fun. I'm not fond of like the bonding system. Couldn't care less about a bonding system in these games, but they exist. Overall, I do think it's quite a good game. I do want to play it again at some point. I think I played with, I forgot who it was. I think it was her character, because I don't think it was Dimitri. I don't think it was Cloud. I think it was, what's her name? I think I was planning on going at all three, playing in all three houses, but I just didn't end up doing that. At least not yet. But these are all my games. Thank you for joining me. That was kind of a long video. It's a very long video. But like I said, I will cut it up for you so that way, if you only want it as background noise or you want to watch it in full, you have the option. But if you are invested and you do want to know but you don't have the time, I'll put it in parts. I don't know how many parts yet. I might try to do 6. I'll try to do it. I'm not very good with editing videos. I rarely try to edit my videos, just because I'm not very confident in my editorial skills. With that, and I don't know where to even begin, but I'll try to figure it out. Hopefully I'll be able to, that way we can have them. That way you can split it up if you want. That way you have choices. But thank you again for joining me, and hope you have a great day, and hope this video was relaxing. I can never really watch these videos myself and find them relaxing, because it's me watching me, so it's just like I'll just watch it. But rarely do I fall asleep from them. But I fall asleep filming them now. Me and my yawning this whole time. But thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day.